Hey Canadians, how long are you going to stand by and watch as your government steals everything from you? We get taxed on taxes. Taxation is literally theft. The majority of our tax money doesn't go to benefit us. It goes to benefit somebody else and line the pockets of these corrupted politicians that have all been bought and paid for long before they got into power. My serious question is, when are we going to stand up? Because you need millions of people to do so and stop paying these criminals. Because HST was supposed to last like, what, 5 years? Income tax was only supposed to be for the war, and we still have that for some absurd reason. And you pay property tax, which in turn is supposed to be used to help your community and build stuff and infrastructure in your own community. Then what the fuck am I paying the government for? And the fact that if you don't pay your property tax, they can literally take your house away, proves that you own nothing already. You're scared about owning nothing and being unhappy like the World Economic Forum wants you to be. Well, you already own nothing. Even as a citizen, you are property of the state. That's literally what the word citizen means if you dig deep enough. Because you're not going to get your facts from a Google search. You have to actually read books and look into history and understand why we're being stolen from and why our government has literally abused their power in every single way. So when are millions of Canadians going to stop paying these criminals? Because that's the only way that this is going to end. But no, we'll just keep being complacent because that's what Canadians do. The idea, right, is that we are supposed to elect officials that represent the people. But what if none of those people actually represent us? What if they've all been bought and paid for long before they got into power, and we're just sitting idly by while they literally destroy our country and tax us to death? And then once you die and you want to give your kids an inheritance, they take 60% of that in taxes, so your kids get barely anything. All this money that you worked for your entire life, everything you've earned over working how many years, to give it back to a corrupt government. There is something seriously wrong with this country, and people are not even aware of it, or they just don't care, or they're complacent. How long are you going to be complacent for, Canadians? You're going to let them literally walk all over you and kill you before you do anything, or kill your children with these poisonous injections that they're giving out? What do you want? Do you actually want to live in a free country, or do you want to be subservient and obey a tyrannical government that will literally kill its own people to fulfill their agenda of population control and to steal and launder your money? How long is this going to go on for? Until you wake the fuck up. Hey Canadians, how long are you going to...
So, the question is, how long have you all been warned, and how long have this been said to you, and how long have other people been the ones who have lived under the same tyrannical system of working their butt off and coming home with nothing, but you tell them just to pull up their bootstraps and work harder? How long was that going on when no one cared? Because it wasn't hitting you yet. How long has people been telling you that when you guys adopt your individualism, where you just think about yourself, when you run from the city and you go out to Muskoka, you run from the city and you go out to Newmarket, you run from Toronto, you go out to Oakville, you go out to Thornhill, you go out to Richmond Hill, you go out to Brooklyn in Ontario, right? Not Brooklyn, New York. And how many of you decided, oh, I'm going to leave Toronto and go elsewhere? Many of you went to the Dominican Republic because the DR took your Canadian money and you're able to buy native land. Their own natives can't even afford it. And you with good conscience, you don't care because, hey, you will get to escape. How long are you in the DR going to, it's going to come full circle? Because see, that's what's been happening with Canadians. You guys keep running and leaving it for somebody else to fix it, somebody else mess. And you think you can escape it. And what has been showing you is that there's no way you can run to escape this. And even those you who run to DR and think that you're safe there because the government is one revolution away from the people saying no more to foreigners coming into their land and benefiting. So this idea of humanity not caring and just get up and run, or when you tell them that you need to come out of your comfort zone of voting for your skin color and you're running from left to right, and they both have betrayed you, but you still feel comfortable in the lesser demon nonsense, and people like myself who put ourselves on the ballot, and we go out there and we're there from the beginning, sun up to sunset. We're there right after 9 o'clock. Our children are out there with us. And we don't get any volunteers. We don't get any support because you're still comfort in your skin color. You're still stuck in your own biases. Your biases are your own stumbling block. So it's very easy. This revolution could be won by the pen. We don't need to get up and do no big riot and another Boston Tea Party or another bloodshed. No, it's by the pen. Very, very easy. And as easy as it is, it's difficult because that would mean you have to fight your own selves. You have to fight that innate feeling of, I still believe there's good within. And it's like, but you know what there's something about, like you guys seem to be so energetically in tuned when it's someone like myself where your energy, there's something about her energy. But Pierre Poilievre, Justin Trudeau, and all his counterfeit MPPs, Doug Ford, all their lying alternative conservative parties as well. For some reason, your spidey senses don't say, something's wrong there. So then what do? You just stay home and you don't vote. So instead of supporting someone like myself, your solution is, I'm just going to come out of the system. I'm going to run to the hills. I'm just going to exit. Yeah, well, exiting the system and exiting is the same energy of running away. It's not fixing nothing. All these communities that's gonna just come out. Yeah, okay, let's see how far that goes. So we're just here having our popcorn, watching to see how long is it gonna take for you to get out of your own way because of your biases and your prejudices. And when are you gonna start being able to actually discern who your allies are and who your foes are? When are you gonna get out of the appearance of someone and look at their content? And when are you going to stop being so sensitively triggered because it's not coming wrapped in this nice sensitive kumbaya packaging that you so have been conditioned to accept? So until you get to that point, ain't nothing gonna happen. I'm just letting you know. But we over here, we chilling. Because we've been used to this. All of what we've been so conditioned and climatized that your sufferings and we've been so used to it because you told us to get used to it. We're good. No matter how much they come down, we've gone through so much. We have been climatized to this. We've been climatized to the hard knock life. We've been already seasoned to get ready for this. You guys are just getting the plucking. Your first feather's just being plucked. So you're just like, what's that? Man, we've been there, done that, and we're desensitized. So we're ready for whatever they throw. And many of us, we're ready to say, whatever, what's the worst thing you can do? Kill us? I've been there, done that. Look at all the blood that's shed on Canadian soil, by the way. Just letting you know. And in the Americas, that's our bloodline. What, you're going to threaten us to leave this world? Because that's not a threat, actually. I'm just letting you know. To many of us, to be absent from this is not a threat. But you see, you guys have done so much to hold on to this world. That's why everything that your own kind have threatened you with, you've bowed down because you love this world and you do anything to stay. And that's what it's been banking on. And it's been going to the bank on that, just letting you know. But in our DNA, many of us said, bring it on. Death, bring it on. So you guys are just getting your pluckings. So want to see how, it's going to go far. The only reason I'm saying that is because it's already been written. Because you're so stiff-necked and your heart is so hardened. You're like the pharaohs. Like even if you want to, you can't. You can't help yourself but stay stuck. So welcome to your world. This is Lady O. Stay in action, faith, and possibility. Walk in and protect your light. Your purpose will find you. Say what you mean and live like you mean what you say. Because this type of individual is who you'll still run after. And deep down, he's only pissed because it's coming to him. He's not pissed for all of us. He's pissed for his own. And that's why you guys will never win. Because every time you run after a champion, the champion's heart is for themselves. They don't give a rat's behind about anybody else. And definitely about no other community. So as a result of that, even your champions that sound like this is not the solution.